and welcome to Homeschool-ology. My name is Nikki and I'm a homeschooling mom of 4, and on this channel I like to talk to you guys about all things secular homeschool and maybe a little bit about motherhood. So in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about planning. So I'm going to show you kind of like how I plan for a week. So I used to be a pre-planner. I used to sit down with my planner at the beginning of the week and write down everything that we were going to do, and that just did not work for me. I always feel stressed when we don't get to mark off everything on our list, and sometimes, as you guys know, as homeschoolers, that is just not realistic. You're not going to hit all those things that you want to hit every day. It's just not going to happen. Some days you will, some days you're probably not going to, some days you might do more than you had even planned. So that system wasn't really working for me fantastically. So I switched to post planning. So instead of writing in my planner every day what we were going to do, I started writing in my planner every day what we did. So I live in the state of Florida, and so our homeschool laws only require that we keep a portfolio, but they kind of like to see kind of what you do day to day. So I do keep a planner so that they can kind of see what we did every day. And this is just like a planner I got from Target. So I used to buy the fancy ones and be all fancy and cute, but now this is just easy, cheap, and we smack it all in there. But with my older daughter, I'm trying to give her a little bit more independence, a little bit more ability to be able to take the initiative to do her own schoolwork. But because I knew I didn't like having a planner that I pre-wrote things down in and then would have to scratch out and move around if we had to move things around, I needed something that was not only going to remove that stress from not being able to move something from one place to another, but also something that I could put in her hands that wasn't necessarily mine. So I started to do some research and I found Google Classroom, and it can actually be used by anyone. So I did set up a Google Classroom for her, and so today I'm going to show you kind of like, I'm not going to give you actual how to set up a Google Classroom. There are other videos out there for that. And I will make one if you guys would like to see how I did it. But what I kind of want to show you guys is like how I lay mine out, what mine looks like, and how I add my assignments to it. So I'm now going to jump over to some other videos to show you guys how I do those things. So this is my Google Classroom for my daughter. And I open up her 6th grade, and here I have the key. We use an emoticon key. So orange is Monday, yellow is Tuesday, green is Wednesday, blue is Thursday, purple is Friday. So we use like a rainbow, but I didn't want to give Monday red because I felt like that was a negative association. So we started with orange, and then we have math, reading, writing, night zookeeper, fairy tales, keyboarding, history, science, philosophy, and art, little emoticon symbols. I get those from emojicopy.com, but it gives you a whole bunch of options for emoticons, and I use these here with the colored dots, and I use the symbols from somewhere else. Actually, typically just copy all my colors, and then I'll show you why I do that. I go going back over here, going into our actual classwork. So I've already set up next week's, but to do that, you just do create topic, type in the name, whatever you want to name it here. I name mine by the week, so that, as you can see over here, it shows me each week. I started off doing it by subject, and that was not working well. So we went ahead and switched over to laying it out by week. And as you can see over here, we have all of Monday's assignments, and then so forth and so on. So to set up an assignment, I go into create. You can either click assignment here, or you can click reuse post. And that's typically what I end up doing, because the reason why I like doing this is, so if I click on Matthew C, right here it says create new copies of all attachments, and then I can click reuse, and then all of my attachments are already there, so I don't have to keep looking for those URLs every single time. So we finished up Unit 2 the other day, so we're going to make this Unit 3, worksheet 3A, and I'm going to tell her to watch lesson video. And then I want to make sure that this is a Monday assignment, so I'm going to, this is why I copy and paste just my colored dots, because then I can just go in and put whatever day it is. I come over here to the due, when it's due, and I select the due date, and then I make sure it's classified in the proper week. Next week is March 7th through 11th, and then I will go up here and schedule right here, and then I have everything come out the Sunday before that week, and I have them come out at 10 a.m. and then I hit schedule, and as you can see, that has now popped up as in my week 7 through 11, and it has our Monday code, our math code, and then it's all set up now. So these ones up here are just lessons that we had planned and they didn't get accomplished, so I've just taken them out of that week assignment and just put them up here to be saved for future use. So I tend to go ahead and do all of my math at the same time, and then I can just reuse the top one each time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So ignore the fact that I just scheduled all of those with the wrong dates. I've gone back and fixed them now, but now, as you can see, I have all of my math assignments for the week here, and then I just drag and drop them to rearrange the order. So I love Google Classroom, but there are some features that are kind of annoying. Like, I wish I could set up like bulk assignments or assignments that can be repeated, which is not an option right now. And then I will just continue that process for the rest of the week for each assignment. So I just wanted to kind of show you her view of this. So we like to use the to-do menu, and that will show us her assignments that are coming up. Since they're not posted yet, they're not here, but I can show you some of the assignments that we're a little bit behind on. And this is what she sees. She pulls one up. We actually did this one, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it off for her, but she just hits mark as done, and then it shows up on my end. Let's see if I can show you that. It shows that she has turned it in right here. You can go in and grade things, give it a grade. And I started off doing that, but it was very time consuming, and since we're not actually recording actual grades right now, it's not a feature that I use right now. So now I'm going to kind of show you guys the system I use for my younger daughter. We use a post-it system, so when we completed the assignments, I will put them over here in my planner, and then it shows what we've completed. So for her, I will go through my lesson for that week. We're using, this is the pinwheels, and I'll kind of go through and decide what I think we can get through in a day. So then I write it down. Excuse my horrible handwriting. decided what I'm going to do. I just stick them in here. I forgot I like to mark. I don't like to put a date on them. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It depends. But I like to try to at least put a day on there so I remember what I'm looking at. So we have a bit of a busy week this week, and so I didn't want to plan for Friday because I didn't know if we were going to get to Friday. So I'll leave Friday open-ended, and then if I need to plan something, I will. So I also wanted to show you guys this. I made this to match our colors on our Google Classroom. So orange is Monday, yellow is Tuesday. So these are the subjects that we do on each day, and I try to so we do math and keyboarding and reading and writing and philosophy and history on Mondays. Math, which is history right now, it's geography. So math, keyboarding, writing, reading, poetry, and history on Tuesdays. I have to be honest, I really love the idea of poetry tea time on Tuesdays, but it kind of gets pushed to the end a lot of times, and my kids did enjoy it. Then we try to fit in art on Wednesdays, science on Thursdays, and then Friday is kind of like our catch-up day, fun things day, outings, field trips, play with friends. You get to see all my fun shadows here. Sorry about that. But so I was telling you guys about our weekly thing. Tuesdays we have poetry, Thursdays and Fridays we have art and science. And I've been saving those for the end of the day. So let's get our groups up, our core subjects done, and then we'll get to the fun things. And on one hand, it does provide a little bit of motivation for my kids, but on the other hand, I'm noticing that we run out of time a lot, or the kids run out of steam a lot, and we're not actually getting to those really fun subjects, those things that make homeschool really fun. So I'm going to kind of be reevaluating our situation here and I'm going to try seeing if maybe we hit some of those first and then move into some of the other things if that makes a difference. So I hope you stick around and check out how that little experiment goes. I'll try to keep you guys posted. I'll post a video here for you, but I'll also be posting about it over on Instagram at Homeschool-ology. And so if you want to pop over there, if you guys have any tips on how you get it all done in a day, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And I know other homeschooling mamas out there would love your advice as well. So please comment below with that. How do you plan? What do you like to use? Do you have an older learner who you're trying to give some independence to? What system do you use for that? Are you a pre-planner? Are you a post-planner? What do you do? And I hope you guys will stick around by subscribing to that channel, hitting that notification bell, and giving this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate your guys' support, and I hope you stick around and join us for some more homeschool adventures. I hope you guys found any of this useful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Not only alleviate that stress of not being able to move or having to not really